Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters listening and learning. And to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. This is Brother Nathan coming out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. I got this article from arstechnica.com or arstechnica.com. It says, power outage paralyzes Waymo robotaxis when traffic lights go out. So we see San Francisco had a major power outage, right? It lost a third of its power over the weekend, causing traffic stops, right? Traffic chaos, right? It says, because these that was like a little test run through the spirit, because just like in that movie Leave the World Behind, if I'm not mistaken, if that's the one, the Barack Obama one, right? The Netflix movie. Anyways, yeah, that scene where the Tesla cars are all been programmed to run and clog up the highways. You know what I'm saying? Well, in this sense, they're clogging up the streets. All right, doing major traffic jam to the point where, guess what? It was gridlocked. When no such thing as moving, because what, these electric cars went out. All right, didn't know where to go. Like, even at my job, we deal with a lot of robots, and I'm telling you, one goes down, they all go down basically. All right, because it starts to do the traffic jams, just like in the car on the streets right here. It happens in these warehouses as well. It's just not a perfect system. Anyways, it says San Francisco was affected by a massive power outage over the weekend. It started with a fire at a substation in the city on Saturday afternoon, causing a blackout that at times affected as much as a third of the city, leaving more than 130,000 homes without power. Among the city's affected critical systems were the traffic lights, which in turn paralyzed Waymo's fleet of robotaxis, stopping them in the tracks and clogging traffic. Right, because they're probably tied, most likely tied, the way these robots work, they're probably tied to the traffic stop. They're programmed to it. So if those ain't working, clearly, obviously, these stopped working because they had no idea what it's doing. It says, and any recent visitor to San Francisco can't help but notice the profusion of sensor festoon autonomous vehicles on the roads, especially the all-white Jaguar I-Pacs that belong to Waymo. The robotaxi company has more than 800 AVs in its Bay Area fleet. That can feel like a conservative estimate where you can see 5 or 6 at a time, invariably with no occupants within a block. The cars navigate the city combining high-resolution maps with inputs from LiDAR, optical, and other sensors on the upfitted Jags. The cars drive conservatively, but they can get confused in edge cases. Earlier this month, Waymo issued a recall to fix a problem in which robotaxis would illegally pass stop school buses. So that's the point of it, though. But like I said, it reminds you, like I said, that movie Left Behind, and that, how they're going to be able to program these which they can program these cars to, just they can be hacked too. Yeah, take these cars off the road, have it to where, like I said, it's going to drive and clog up a highway strategically to keep the people locked in. So this is part of an agenda, and like 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, I'll go ahead and just read it. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, because Esau, even so-called white man, you gotta remember he's the devil the Bible speaks of. So everything he does, there's a what can I say? There's something to it. It's never just, oh, let me just help the people. I want to do good. No, there's always a price to pay for it. Losing the words. There's always a catch. There we go. There's a catch to it. They start off like, oh, this is great. Autonomous vehicles. You don't have to worry about a crazy driver. You know, they're just here to, the robots don't care. They're just going to do their job. They're not going to bitch and complain, blah, blah, blah. Right? Piece of safety talk. Oh, it's safer. They'll do this and do that. They'll take you to safety, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, right? But Esau comes with that extra part, that gradualism. So he gets you used to seeing those all the time. And then, he's got them integrated enough. Now he's going to use them to cause chaos. All right? So this is just a small example, a test run to see how the people react. All right? Because Esau's, he does a diligent search, man. All right? The heart is deep, right? So they search everything out. Okay? They're wiser than Daniel. So they're searching out wickedness to the full extent that they possibly can, because what? They're made to be the wicked. Esau, even so-called white man. All right? They're the border of wickedness. The earth has been given into the hands. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. So of course, what's the wicked gonna do? Wicked things. They're not looking to save the environment. They act like it, but their action, they say it with their lips, right? Oh, we got to save the planet. We got to do this. We got to take care of the people. Blah blah blah. But their actions tell you the opposite. All right. They talk life and health. But their direct influence on the world is destroying everybody and the environment itself. The earth is even more than that. It's languishing, right? It's deteriorating because of the wicked rulership. All right, bad management, right? Just like any business, all right, in the world, the main thing be what? Bad management, bad service. All right, it starts from the top all the way down. Rather, a company stays afloat, right? So that's the times we're in right now. All right. Bring this out. Can't bring this out enough. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right. Esau's in control of all these systems and things. You always got to question. All of a sudden, there's a fire at the substation. You got to always question these things, man, with Esau, because everything you learned about this place and and how things are going, you find out all these lies, man. They just made shit up, to what? Bring forth their agendas. All right, and like I said, this technology is going to be used as a way to do harm. Just like the MOT to the B, all right, that RFID micro C hit, Revelation 13:16, all right? Right hand on your forehead, okay? That's what's coming. All right, it's gonna try the whole earth, and all this is gonna be tied into it. All right, the electric vehicles, the Internet of Things, right? Everything tied, including you. Fourth Industrial Revolution makes a man and machine coming together as one. All right, that's the wicked agenda they got going, man. All right. And matter of fact, look, because it's like these gridlock situations, and that's where they want to go all electric, so they got total control of your vehicles. In 2 Corinthians 15 and verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city, shall not be able, right? Because what? Martial law situations, right? But here's the thing, just to bring you on these vehicles, you can use that to blockade, cut off access to the people. It don't take nothing to tear up pile up an intersection and straight cut it off. You can use these vehicles. All right, if it's been programmed to drive down the street, it can be programmed to run your ass off into a ditch or run you to a 30-car pileup. But they like I said, they can use these to cause these little blockades of the streets, man. Because it's going to be gridlocked anyways. When all hell started breaking loose, man, you're going to be able to just drive everybody at once trying to, it's chaos, right, going on. So people are trying to escape, they're trying to do this, trying to do that. You see it in all the movies, too. They do a good job of that. Everybody tries to flee. Everybody gets on the highway and then gets stuck. Then it's gridlocked. Nobody's moving. Everybody's walking, standing out on the highway, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, it's the same story, man. You ain't gonna be able to move when all hell breaks loose. All right, when society breaks down to nothing, and it's crumbling now. It's just falling off piece by piece, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shah is visiting the world which He made. All right, He's getting ready, and Esau, Edom, so-called white man's about to getting ready to lose, man. He is losing already. The women don't want you. All right, your children take you out. You're not seen as the God of this world anymore. You're losing your grip. You're losing the spell that you had over the people, because Yahweh Shema Shah is transitioning this kingdom over to the children of Israel slowly but surely. And really, it's not slow at all. It's that though it tarry, wait for it, shall surely come. It will not tarry. These prophecies are coming to pass, man. All right, the world is being shaken up because we're seeing signs of the times, man. From earthquakes to diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, pestilences, famines on the horizon. All right, this is all brought to you by Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And we and us, the hopeful elect, have been, from apostles and elders on down, a great millstone, and those who follow likewise doctrine, man, we've been warning y'all, man, that these things are going to happen frequently, all right? Like I said, simple motherfuckers would be like, the world, there's always been earthquakes, or there's always been wars. Yeah, but not to this capacity. Yeah, we're not oblivious that, yes, there has been wars and skirmishes and pestilences and famine situations. Nah, but we're talking about the increase of it. We're talking about daily and weekly basis of constant judgments going out and prophecy speaking. All right, this ain't for nothing, because what? The Lord is getting ready to make His return. And remember, Matthew 10:34 says, think not that it come to send peace on earth. It came not to send peace, but a sword. And a sword is what? A killing instrument. And part of that sword is what? All these plagues coming upon this face of this earth. All right? And like I said, Yahweh Shah is coming back in a spirit of vengeance, man. He's going to be slaying His adversaries. All right? And He's coming on the chariots, so-called UFOs, man. All right, so with that, I pray as edified to the elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, Kwam Yashar.